I'm here with Michael Ballingall, Prince of Portsmouth.
Thank you very much. You've been called so many
Good to see
names.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
So you've been around for a while. You've been around in the boxing scene. You know, you're a regular face at the events. How have you seen boxing change, particularly since we're at a Goodwin press conference, particularly since the Goodwins have come on the scene?
It's changed a hell of a lot, you know, and in boxing, proof's in the pudding, really. You know, like there's so many people that are coming over to the Goodwins and people keep saying the same thing all the time, that when they say something, they mean to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many people out there that you know, they say they're going to do this, say they're going to do that when you sign with them, or you know, you put lads on the show, and you know, you ask to have a deal, and it all changes and that. But with the Goodwins, if they say they're going to do something, they're going to try their best to make it happen, and it's the proof's in the pudding. We can all sit there and say that we can do this, we can do that, but like this game's all about getting it up there and doing something, and they've proved it. They helped me out a hell of a lot. I've had many title fights and offers and fights for my lads to have opportunities. I can't even think, like, you know, like Adam Battle, Floyd Moore, and I've also had, like, been able to put my lads on their shows and stuff that are not with them as well, sort of thing. So I've had a lot of help from the Goodwins, and I think that's the reason why, like, more and more people are going to them and that, you know. And the thing is as well, they're working all the time. Like if I pull Steve off now and ask him a question, he'll be talking to me for about half hour about the same thing. You know, he puts so much into things. You know what I mean? And it all works out in the end. So
yeah. And how do you see the scene in Portsmouth at the moment?
The scene in Portsmouth, you know, at the beginning of the year, we had quite a lot of. We had a show at the beginning of the year. We had quite a lot of bouts on the show. But we've had problems on the last one where, like, Floyd got injured, so we had to cancel the show and stuff. But I mean, as long as these lads from Portsmouth are going out there and fighting, it's going to give the next generation of boxers, like, the idea and the inspiration to go out and to be professionals as well. So hopefully, the whole idea of this was working on the shows around the country and that.
Yeah.
You get to see, like, certain towns, boxing towns, like professional boxing scenes. You know, Portsmouth has always had a good amateur scene, but not really a professional scene. So my idea was, seeing all this happening around the country, I wanted to do it in Portsmouth, and so that's what my aim is to do, to turn Portsmouth into a professional town of boxing, not just an amateur town. So when the lads get to a certain age and they think, well, I've boxed in the amateurs, I've had a certain amount of fights, now it's time to, you know, sort of finish and go off and end boxing, it gives them an opportunity to carry it on and go into something else, you know, so boxing, and carry on the boxing. So yeah, that's what they're.
Good. Really looking forward to this show on the 19th. What do you think?
Yeah,
fantastic.
It's got a great lineup on it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Good. Thanks for coming by and having a chat. Always good to see you.
Can I just say about Ryan Davis? Yeah. Like, Ryan Davis, he's a fighter he's a big secret, really. He hasn't had any amateur fights. He was a kickboxer. You always hear that sort of story. But when he first came to the gym, he was a bit raw. But he's one of those lads, he trains, takes it so serious, and like, he's one to watch out for.
How's that been? Because I have a background in mixed martial arts,
yeah.
and I couldn't even think about retraining as a boxer, because it's an entirely different sport.
Listen,
how's that been training him?
Yeah, well, I'm not his trainer. I'd love to say, and in fact, I would love to say I was his trainer, but Andre's his trainer.
Yeah.
And look, unfortunately, he's not here today. But Andre comes from the martial arts background as well,
right, so he gets it.
So it's very, very disciplined, you know. So, but yeah, he's very strict, very disciplined, and he's a very good student. And I spoke to Andre many times, and he's a pleasure to train.
Yeah.
And he's a pleasure to manage as well. So,
yeah, good. All right, good. Thanks for that, Michael.
Thank
Good to see you,
mate. Cheers, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.